Hey everybody, what's going down? Derelict, defunct houses that are just dumps that people feel miserable in. Just heaps that people shuffle through. Like those hoarders' houses, you know what I'm saying? Let's mute this. This is Sonic Souffle, Sonic Shuffle. We already talked about Sonic Shuffle, the Japanese version, but I wanted to go ahead and record an intro for this because, well, I'm trying to do the NTSC games and just trying to focus on them, but at the same time getting kind of burned out with the Sonic games. This is the last Sonic game on the Dreamcast. We had the Sega Smash Pack with Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on Genesis on that compilation. Then we had Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2. Now we got Sonic Shuffle, and we'll just go full circle with all of that. And I feel like we're going to be full circle with Shenmue because we had the Shenmue 1 and 2 PS4 edition, which I'm working on that one. But I want to have like an in-depth review for that one. So I'm going to show gameplay footage of like later on. I'm hoping that this tablet holds a lot of memory. And it should. It has more memory than my other previous two tablets. Now, yeah, I'm going to be recording this intro and then recording another intro. So we're going to be talking about another NTSC-J title here shortly, but it's nothing too terribly special. Sonic Shuffle. Hey, do you guys like Sonic? I tolerate Sonic. If you put a gun to my head and said, "Are you a Sonic fan?" I'd say, "Yeah." Are you a Sonic fanatic? I am not a fanatic because I never really felt the need to collect a bunch of Sonic memorabilia like posters and stuff. I did have a t-shirt, and I feel like I might have been guilty of having an action figure maybe once, but not anything serious. The most hardcore Sonic thing that I own is just the games. And what else is there to say? Yeah, I'm gonna make this kind of a longer intro because they average around 6-7 minutes anyway here recently. But I've been reading The Manipulated Man by Esther Villar, and this one is short and to the point. It's like pamphlet size. It's pretty much a novelette. Well, a glorified novelette, maybe a little bit longer than a novelette. But this one is short and to the point, and I love it for that reason because it's very just eviscerative, I guess. Is that the right word? I don't know. But my other kind of MGTOW books that I got Men on Strike, which is really good, but it's I'm not really involved with marriage, and I already know that I'm disincentivized to marry because there's little to no benefit for us men. But it's good to look into the reasons why. And I think that it's just kind of giving you insight as to why men are opting out. There's a lot of men who opt out and they don't even realize that they are. They just kind of look at the current world and say, well, it doesn't really make sense to marry, so I'm just going to stay single and do this. It's not like there's a revolution, even though a lot of men are guilty of trying to be revolutionaries, which is an aspect of our psychology that we need to kind of advance beyond, because we're all split out, I guess. Gynocentrism, From Feudalism to the Modern Disney Princess. This was something that I was looking up Big Tao books, and this one was one of them. I haven't really looked into this one, but it looks interesting. I like the title of it. The Predatory Female. Now, this is going to be talking about the dating and marriage divorce industry. It says a field guide, but oh, this is a simple read. Look at the line spacing and everything. That's like nothing. But those are like awesome, and I've just been really getting into The Manipulated Man, and I'm finding myself just getting sunk into it. Like I'm instead of just trying to allot time to read, here I am. I'm just finding myself reading because it's just interesting and it's passing the time. Like it just beats getting bored and doing other stuff. I just feel like you can keep your mind entertained with just sedentary activities or just being like. Playing games are kind of interactive, but you can watch movies and stuff. Just kind of be a lump on the on your couch. But if you're reading, it's like you're entertaining your mind, and I guess you're still a lump on the couch. But I got some books from Goodwill the other day. Now I don't think this is all of them, but How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, this is just like kind of a well-known book. It's been around since, what, the 70s or something? I don't know. Looks like a pretty easy read. It looks cool. The top 10 distinctions between warriors and warriors. Kind of a Christian slant. I kind of looked into it a little bit, but you know how even things might be kind of, you know, slanted towards Christianity or something, or as a Christian author, there's still nuggets of truth in there and stuff. So, Great Monsters of the Movies. This one looks cool. They were talking about some of the Christopher Lee stuff in there. It's got pictures in it. I like these little throwaway popcorn books. They're cool. But sometimes I use books as a bookmark. You guys do that? Dean Koontz, Gollum Cone. Yeah. Getting Past What You'll Never Get Over by some dude. You know, we all have things that have been done to us in the past, and like with me, it's like circumcision stuff, and you know, yeah, reading these MGTOW books, like they're not talking about circumcision, but then again, the two books that I started with are the ones that are written by females. So I'm interested to see the one that the one about the Disney princess or whatever on the title. I'm curious about that one. Inward and Upward. This was some sort of spiritual book. They had these books for like $1, so I just thought I'd just see what's up. But oh, it's one of those like textbook type books where it's like you write down how you feel. I don't know, but if it helps you explore your inner world, maybe. I'm always averse to writing in books. Do you guys like highlight and write inside books? I think I did for certain classes when I went to school, but anyway. The Mystical, Magical, Marvelous World of Dreams, written by some woman. Probably a Wiccan, but it's just kind of like a little, like it tells you what, if you dream about a certain thing, it means this. You know what I mean? Which, you know, you can interpret that, but I do believe that something like this is just kind of interesting to, I don't know, at least have next to the toilet. Remember those, like, throwaway books? Like, not necessarily the Uncle John's toilet bowl book about toilets, even though those exist. There are these duct tape books that I remember growing up. Remember when Goosebumps started getting really big? There was these duct tape books about, I forgot what they were called, but they were really cool, and I would like to get my hands on those. It's just about the, what was it about? I forgot. I'll put an overlay if I can. But this intro is already at the time stamp that I want it to be at. So there's that. We're not talking very much about Sonic Shuffle. I think we've talked enough about Sonic in general, but Sonic is cool. This was a missed opportunity because the AI was too difficult, but it looks very colorful and awesome. I forgot what I rated the NTSC-J version, but you know I'm going to rate this one higher because you can actually read it, and I was thinking I might plug in 4 controller ports and see what's up, but I mean that'll prolong gameplay. I'll just go ahead and acknowledge that the computer is just too difficult, but ideally I'd like to play with 3 other people so there can be 4 people playing in total, so yeah. Alright, Sonic Shuffle.
Alright, Sonic Shuffle. Now, I talk over some of the opening intro movies, so I suppose I honor some games and then I dishonor some others. So, my voice sounds weird at the moment. Okay, let's just let the demo movie play. I have good news and bad news. I'm going to deliver the bad news first. Just like a Band-Aid, it's going to sting, but then there's going to be relief afterwards. Now, why is my voice so weird? I just ate a big salad. So, that's the bad news. No, I'm kidding. No, the ISO Zone is down. The isozone.com. That's where you download and burn a lot of free ROMs and stuff. And it's unfortunate. And it's going to be replaced with some other site. And I'm not sure if they're going to keep the ROMs or whatever. But I looked at a forum about it. And apparently, there's free downloadable sites that pop up every now and then. Like every now and then, like a site will get attacked and then they'll be replaced with another one. So that's what's really bumming me out, because I have a very awesome archive of burnt games that I've already burnt and stuff, and I have some ISOs that I saved on thumbsticks. So I have that at my disposal, but I don't know. At least I have that. So I took advantage of the site and just kind of chilled off on it. I remember doing the Agartha demo, so I was able to burn that, but there's probably some more recent stuff that I have not been able to download and burn. So that's the bad news. The ISO Zone is down, and I don't know if it's going to come back in full form, just rebranded or anything. I don't know. But let me hit start while I talk to you. Why do I sound like a whole different person? This is ridiculous. Because I swear I'm me. Anyway. What can I do to prove to you that I am me? I could be on camera. Anyway. Yeah, the good news is that there is a 3D platforming game that's in development, and it's called Rizzo Island. Rizzo Island is a game that is going to use the Quake engine, and it has a demo that's available. Apparently you can do it through a site. Now, if you look at the uploads from the Dreamcast Junkyard, I'm subscribed to them, but I'm just showing you this little scrapbook function now. I don't have any pictures of this, but you can see the news if you look up the Dreamcast Junkyard. It's like they got a weird URL. It's like dreamcastjunkyard.blogspot.uk or something. But yeah, we've explored some of this aspect of Sonic Shuffle in the NTSC-J version, but just kind of wanted to show this. Why do I sound so different? This is crazy. This is crazy. Anyway, what can I do to get back into normalcy? So I looked on their Patreon or whatever. I was wanting to just like donate $20 and leave it at that, but apparently on Patreon you have to be on some sort of like paid subscription, so they'll charge your card every month, and I think that's really stupid. I mean, but it's like you don't really get incentives. It's not clear cut whether or not you're going to get a final game mailed to you. And I looked at the tiers, like you can, donate like $5 a month, but it kind of chastised you. It said, oh, you're a beach bum. You're a beach bum if you donate $5 a month. And, just the principle of it, I'm not being too sensitive. I'm pretty sure that, it's Knuckles. We're going to be Knuckles, okay? Yeah, just the principle of being called a beach bum, even if it's just kind of, I don't know, it's shaming someone who wants to donate. I'm like, if you want to give me a penny for just no reason, I'm not going to belittle you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be a little bit more sensitive if it's you that has the handout. And that's my attitude on that, and that's that. See, and like I've said before, this game is just very difficult with the computer, and you can't just turn off the computer people. You can't just play against one person. You have to play against 4 people at a time, which is really lame. Are these settings okay? Yeah, sure. But yeah, just having the isozone.com just down right now, it's just a big bummer. you know, I have my laptop set up so I can download and burn games. And now that that's just out of the question, it's like, what am I doing? You know, I'm using my laptop for journaling. I'm journaling like every day for like the last 3 days. I've been journaling. So there's that. This is cool looking. Yeah, I was gonna fast today. I went like 42 hours fasting, but then I just caved in. Just caved in. His mouth, it just looks so drastically different. Because like they made his mouth look better. All of the characters' mouths look better in Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 1 is like not perfect. This game is like ridiculous. This one's like nightmare fuel, you know. Knuckles, I wear suspenders. He wears suspenders under his red costume. He's like the Noid. Knuckles is like the Noid.
Are we dreaming?
He looks like he works at a pizza place.
No way!
She looks like she works at a bakery.
That's impossible!
Tails looks like he works in a mechanic shop. Sonic looks like he doesn't work.
Very strange place.
You know, it was intended for Japanese, so that's why the weird mouth movements are like that.
Imaginary world.
Really kind of pessimistic right now. I was at work earlier, and you know, I have to deal with certain people and stuff, and
Who are you?
oh, he whistled. You're not supposed to do that, Sonic. That's me too. Me too.
It's nice to meet you.
She's wearing one of those hats, one of those feminist hats.
Because you received my message.
The synchronicity in this video is hard. Look, he knows what's up. He said, me too. And he put his hand up in solidarity, you know. Imaginary world, the place that is built with the failed dreams and misery and sorrow of dead children fetuses.
Stone?
Kidney stone, that's right, kidney stones.
It's no longer here. It was
I'm hitting start. Who cares? You know I don't. This is a broken game. It looks great. I've explained how I feel about this game in the NTSC-J version, and there's not much to say. There really isn't. I just kind of wanted to drop those 2 bombs about the isozone.com being down and Rizzo Island.
wow.
Apparently you can download the ROM for free, but
A tropical island.
like a donation is kind of insinuated that, hey, you can go ahead and do this, but I want to support 3D stuff because I really enjoy 4x4 Jam a whole lot.
What's
This
that?
backstory is like nothing. What is this?
It's frozen.
Sometimes when I'm editing these videos, I'm like, man, this is pure genius. This is gold. You know? I need to put somewhere like time signatures. Like, click on this time signature and for the funny moment. No, we don't need to explain nothing. There's not much to this game. It's just that you can collect stuff, and it's supposed to be a pretty cool party game, but only if you play with 4 people, which is kind of lame, because who has the chance to do that on the regular? No, nobody. Even if you were able to play with 4 people on the regular, it's like people change their minds all the time. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I gotta do that. So finicky. I was looking at that Rizzo Island page, and it was talking about how like the Dreamcast is like, I mean, like that game was supposed to be on Windows. Like they're working on it for Windows, and then he decided to do it for Dreamcast too. And he said like let's face it, the Dreamcast is like antiquated. It's like graphically antiquated. I guess we finally reached the point where people look at the Dreamcast and honestly and truly feel in the inside of core of their being that this is now a vintage console. It's just enough years have passed that it's just archaic at this point, I guess. But that makes me an official geezer, so you know, what are you gonna do? You can steal from other people. I'm gonna steal from Amy. I didn't even look at the map, but this is the basic. I don't even want to show this game. Goodness gracious. Isn't this ridiculous? Like, I just don't even want to play this game, which is not doing you a good service as a viewer. I'm looking for my phone. I have my phone here somewhere and it's dark. The only reason why I'm looking for my phone is because I want to revisit that original NTSC-J review for reference. So I'm going to just pause this video. Okay, I gave the original review a 5.5 out of 10, and I was considering reviewing this game a 6 or a 6.5. Oh, what was his card anyway, 2? Let's see if we can just go hardcore. Oh, nah. Speaking about beach bums, there's one. So, yeah, I was thinking about a 6.5 or a 6. I'm just going to give it a 6 because I kind of resent this game a lot on a deep level because as a Sonic fan, I'm rooting for Sonic. I just want good Sonic games, but it kind of speaks volumes. It speaks measures when a Sonic fan is not recommending a Sonic game. That I would go so far to recommend a Mario Party game over this one, and that's just the darn truth. Basically, this is what it is. It's just you use little cards and there's little mini games, and I suppose I'll show one little mini game before it's all said and over with. But I'm just gonna give this like a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I'll try my little special card, but that's like 7 spots. Oh man, I'm just not. Yeah, 6 out of 10 for this one. Do I recommend? No, I don't. And it hurts me. It pains me. It's painful. I'm sorry I can't be more optimistic. No, I was just reading that. I was reading what was that book? The Manipulated Man. And it just really just brings to light the stuff that I already kind of know about females, but it's just like they're so crass, you know. And it's like you keep hearing different stuff about women, like they're such a mystery and stuff, but like really there's nothing behind them, because like when they were sold on that whole Disney princess idea, that's when they said no to advancing themselves mentally. Like, instead of growing up, like, why become a better person when you can leech off a man and have him do everything for you? You don't need to, like, you know, like, foster good character qualities, or, you know, it's just a shame, because, like, I really do feel like females are stunted, you know, and it's really kind of harsh. There's a treadmill over here. Come on. Yeah, this minigame's kind of frustrating, but come on, Knuckles. But I mean, like, the book is really kind of harsh, but you know, truth hurts. You know, it really does, and. You know, like, I'm tired of putting on kids' gloves and trying to be, like, nice to females and stuff like that, because, like, in all honesty, oh, man, I thought that would, I guess the treadmill was going the opposite way, but this minigame sucks. There's pretty good minigames. The minigames are pretty cool, but just the fact that the AI is too hard is just so unfair. It deserves a 6. It probably even deserves a 5.5, the NTSC version, but the unthinkable happens. See, that's what happens when you talk about girls. You get what you get. All this man-hating. Doesn't matter, whatever. I'm just going to turn the game off and not save the game anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, females are not intellectual. I mean, look at them on average. Like, who are the great women philosophers? Can you name one? You know, like, the great women thinkers, you know, you know, like women that are like in politics that are like movers and shakers, like who? They're all working under some man, right? I mean, you know, like men are. Oh, and the book also criticizes men as well. It says that men want to be enslaved, and you know what? A claim like that. Yeah, that's right. I think men are taught to be dependent on women, and men are taught to trade in autonomy for servitude. And I think that's true. A lot of men want to not be free. They want to be slaves. Looks like Sonic got this precious stone, so this is a good place to end it. But yeah, 6 out of 10. I don't recommend. Thanks for putting up with this video. It hasn't been the most interesting or funny or anything, but you guys are amazing. Thanks for watching.